You never walk alone, booms around Southampton.
Can we get You Never Walk Alone in the comments, please? Oh, yes! Liverpool win by 2-1. It was a stand-up performance by the fringe players today. That is the final whistle after Liverpool get the 3 points, 1 point behind Manchester City. You'll never walk alone. Ringing round the comments, ringing round the ground. Goals from Takumi Minamino and Joel Matip. Job Andre Matip, to give him his potentially full name. It might be Job, it might be Job. There's no way of checking. It's spelled J-O-B. Who knows? I'm talking shit because I'm really happy, Steve, that Liverpool got the 3 points. How did they do it?
I think we dominated the game, to be honest with you, Chris. Like I say, it's a freak goal, really. Alisson hasn't really had anything to do in that match in general. Just dominated, like I say, dominated the ball, dominated the chances, done everything. Again, around the edge of the box, wasn't as neat and tidy at times, but just again, we go through it like the mentality monsters thing. I don't know, it's a bit overplayed sometimes. Everyone's whatever. But it rings true because you can make 9 changes. Listen to the players who aren't in this team today: Virgil van Dijk, Fabinho, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson, Jordan Henderson, Thiago Alcantara, Naby Keita, Luis Diaz.
Jesus Christ.
It's ridiculous. You can have all those players not on the pitch at the start of the game and still dominate the game. Like I say,
and go behind and have to come back.
And the goal comes because the referee's an idiot. It was the only thing they did of note, and it come from a foul. They did absolutely nothing. It's brilliant how good this squad is. And like you say, who knows, if you believe in narratives and you believe in fairy tales and you believe in all that kind of good stuff. I think we broke the set, by the way, at some point. When did that happen? I don't even know. It doesn't matter. It comes down to Steven Gerrard managing a team that maybe helps Liverpool win a Premier League title. And Liverpool have got to that position just by being relentless. Yeah. Relentless. That today, again, we've played 3 times pretty much since they played on the 10 days ago.
7th.
Yeah, we played Tottenham on that day. We then went and played Aston Villa a few days later. We then had to go to Wembley and get legged round Wembley for 120 minutes of action. And yet we can come out against a very fit side, and I understand it. We're away from home against a team that aren't brilliant. I get it. They're down the bottom of the table for a reason, and who knows what the future of their manager is. But in terms of everything that's going on, for Liverpool to be able to go and do that at that point, it's just absolutely brilliant. And it shows you what this club was made of. And Jurgen's in front of those away fans, giving it the absolute beans. And rightly so. They should be very, very proud of themselves. Every single one of them. Lads who haven't haven't had minutes for ages, haven't had anything for ages. If there's a Champions League final tomorrow, of those lads who started that game, 2 of them played the final. It's the goalie and one of the centre-backs.
Well, depending on Virgil's fitness.
Even if everyone's fit, if he's got a full squad to choose from, none of them start that final except the goalkeeper and one centre-backs.
That's how good we've become.
And that's how good the squad is. Yeah. It's an amazing... I saw people in the chat going, this is just proving out that the squad... I was like, what? What are you on about? That was like... Liverpool have dominated the Premier League side away from home, who've had 10 days rest, and we've had no rest. And we've done that. Like, honest to God, we might not win this league title. We might not, because Manchester City could just go and beat Aston Villa. And if they do, we'll put our hands up and go, you know what, you've won the league. Congratulations to you. We'll go and win the European Cup instead. We are so blessed. We have taken it down to the final game of the season. We've won 2 trophies. We're in another final. And it's because the squad and the manager and every single one of them are just absolutely amazing. And I'm so happy for every one of those lads. Now, because if Liverpool do win this title, Takumi Minamino's got a moment. Harvey Elliott, I helped Liverpool in this penultimate game of the season win that. Joe Gomez, Curtis Jones, Kostas Tsimikas, lads who are the unsung heroes a little bit. They've all got a moment to cherish, so I'm so happy for them.
I love the technical ability of every player on this pitch, but it's the heart, it's the fight, it's the desire, it's that fucking willingness to go one sprint more every single time, one more tackle, one more of everything, one more goal. We'll do everything we can for the fans of this football club. We'll do everything to win every single trophy, and it's that desire that sets them apart. It's why that we're taking it down to last game of the season. Look, there's a really good chance that we get 90 plus points. in this league, and we don't win the league. And as you've just said there, fair fucking play to Manchester City for being better than us, but you've never taken it this far, Manchester City, in terms of a quadruple attempt.
No one, has anyone?
No one's taken it this far. But this is the greatest Man City side that's ever been. One of the greatest Premier League sides, not even Premier League, that's ever been Manchester City. They are that good, but we're that good, and we might be better because we might have gone further in the 3 cups. We might win the 3 cups and get to 92 points in the Premier League. That's absolutely ridiculous. Let's focus a little bit on the goal then, and we'll do some super chats and stuff because we've got them flying in. Thank you so much to everyone for the support as always. But that first goal, the referee gets it fucking wrong.
It's a disgrace, Paul.
I called you Paul.
You did, yeah. That was just a force of habit there. Sorry, it's a disgrace, and it's just obvious foul, and I'm glad he's retired, and they're all crap. Every single one of these refs is dog shit. Even Michael Oliver, who's meant to be the best of them, I saw him the other day have a shocker, when Richardson's getting undressed, they're all crap, and that's what we've learned now. And the problem is, there's a fail-safe system in place to, when they are crap, to override them, and that's crap as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
You've got worse referees, man in the VAR, by the way.
And also, I don't care, it's the same phase. I don't care if it was 10 seconds before the goal, whatever it is. It's a clear foul, it's obvious, and I saw Chris Williams, our friend, tweet out, the Premier League apparently said it didn't fall under the remit of clear and obvious. Well, that's bullshit. That is bullshit. It's clear and obvious. He kicks the ban, he doesn't kick the ball.
Yeah.
Fair play to Nathan Redmond, very good run, good cut inside. I actually think Ali's going to save that shot quite comfortably. It just takes the neck off Milner, that sends it into the roof of the net. And again, that's all they did. That's all they did. From that point on, even before that, we were dominating without being brilliant. Afterwards, we dominated the entire game, and they got a goal, a bit of a fluky deflection, and just horrendous refereeing. And honestly, I saw them depend on the cameras at the end of the game. While Martin Atkinson, blah, get gone, lad. See you later. Apparently, he's taking a roll-up train in the refs, though. I've heard.
Yippee. Because that's what we need.
If you can't do teach.
Incompetent referees being trained by an incompetent referee. Fantastic. I've got a few super chats and we will get to them, I promise. If you want to send a super chat in, now's the time. We will come to them at the end of the show, of course. Takumi Minamino's goal, Steve. I mean, the 3 touches in about a second, probably.
Yep.
And the finish was unbelievable. But the play before that was just as good. Yeah,
it was really good build-up play, and we were saying you can get in behind these, you can, and we were almost in there a couple of times. Harvey was getting in and about, and we were there or thereabouts. Yeah, it's a lovely build-up play from Liverpool, and it's the second touch of Minamino's why he scores the goal, because Jota kills it dead, by the way, and that's a hard pass. He kind of gets rocketed into him, and he kind of controls it with his thigh, doesn't he? Knocks it down into Minamino's feet. Taki's first touch is excellent, and he opens it up, and I think he wants to shoot, but he sees the defender coming across. So you referenced it before. On the move, he's got the capability, the ability, and the thought process to be able to knock it again and then fire it home. It's absolutely fantastic goal. And whatever happens in this season, that guy has played a huge role for Liverpool this season.
Christ.
Top scorer in the both competitions that we've won already. Scores the goal that gets us back into a tight game when we needed something. Absolutely fair play to Takumi. He could have left. And it was him who said, I don't want to go, I want to stay and fight for me place. And he's earned his, he's earned that. He's earned the right to say that. And next season, he might not get more, who knows, but if Divock goes, which we think is going to happen, there might be more minutes for them, and he's fully justifies it, because I've always said about Taki, he's been good in patches. I'm not sure he looks like a Liverpool player. And I'll hold my hands up tonight, he looked like a Liverpool player, and I think he's one of the best players on the pitch. So
yeah,
fair play to him.
He was brilliant, mate. He absolutely was. I mean, we saw some of the stats throughout, didn't we? Goal every 95 minutes he's averaging on this season so far. Was it 9 starts, 10 goals? Obviously, he's had his sub appearances and stuff. When you have got a big squad, you need people, and I think this is the most underrated part of having a good big squad, is you need people who can come in and hit the ground running without playing loads and loads of minutes. And this is actually where, I don't want to dig Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain out, but I think he's one of those players who takes a little bit of time. I think he's well deserving of a place in the Liverpool squad. I think he's good enough, but he just takes 4 or 5 games to get up to that rhythm and speed of the game. Taki, boom, drop him in. Origi, boom, drop him in.
2 centre-halves. Matip, in, out. Yeah, Kanate the same. I always used to think Gomez was that. He needs a run of games. At right back, he seems to not. I thought he seemed. I mean, that's the downside, isn't it? The Gomez injury and we'll see how what comes. That unfortunately looks really sad.
Second goal, of course, before we get to the super chats and comments and stuff, is it's Matip doing Matip things for me, Steve, again, when we need
It's a very strange goal, because like it's a towering header, but he doesn't get off the floor. So, like, he's up against, is it Walker Peters, I think it is, and he's towering above him, and he's just hands there and nods in. I've never looked at it and watching the replay of it now. He almost has to like lean down to get it. It's such a weird technique, but it's
like, you know what it's like from fucking Lord of the Rings when Gandalf's in the same room as the hobbits. You know what I mean? He's tucking his head under the fucking thing, but he's still miles bigger than everyone.
Someone posted the giraffe meme, and it very much was. It was like a giraffe trying to eat its dinner, and he had to get down there, and it's a towering header. He's standing up and crouching down for it.
24 shots to 4 shots, 5 on target, though to 2 shots. I mean, expected goals only 1.12 for Southampton. Exactly what you said.
Nothing. He did nothing.
Nothing
He did
at all.
absolutely did not.
But let's get into some of the super chats and stuff then. 3-word style, $10 US. Thank you. The quad is on until it isn't. Love that. Get your fucking as it stands off the fucking screen. Yes, replace it with the league table. 89 points to 90 points going on to the last game of the season. Liverpool are going to go on from there and win a European Cup. LFCJ, potentially now, absolutely massive.
There's no potential about it, mate. You can lose the word potential now. Yeah, he used potential before because he didn't want to jinx it, Jay, it's an absolutely massive Sunday. You are absolutely right.
Niall B, £2. Oh, boys, it's happening. It is this quad style. You'll never walk alone. Ryan Rogers, $2 US. Believe David Long. LFC is best in class. Managers, players, fans, and with the Redmen TV, best fan content. Thank you, David. Knocky knock as well. Man City would love to swap their season for ours. Oh yes, they absolutely would. Cassiette in our Discord says, great to see Bobby back, looking more like himself. Huge ahead of the next 2 games. And yeah, Coutinho absolutely loves playing City, says Moet K in our Discord as well. Give it the old eyes emoji.
Seen him do it before.
Over to you, Stevie G.
Listen, if you believe in fairy tales, and if you believe in, like, if Paul made this point before, like, if you're going to win a quadruple and you're going to win big titles, like, the narrative around it, it needs to be special. What's more special than arguably the greatest player in the history of this football club managing a team against our biggest rivals of the decade in terms of, like, on-pitch rivalry? Yeah. Managing against them and taking something off them with a couple of players who used to play for us. It is all there. Like, who knows? All we can do now. The best thing is, touch wood, there's a lot of fit lads ready to play Wolves now. Yeah. You know, and bear that in mind. Again, we had to make the changes, and it's paid off. And what it's done, Jürgen can play his best team against Wolves. Now he has, and he will. We know that whoever's fit and fine, they'll all get on that pitch. And again, all we can do now really is beat Wolves, and then what will be elsewhere. It's on. It's just on. Yeah, I don't even know. It's just mind blowing. It's mind blowing. It's absolutely mind blowing. Like, we're on the doorstep of we've already had
all time immortals,
the best football team, the best season that you'll ever see, and we've got 2 games to go in it, and it's almost sad that the season's ending. We're not going to watch this team ever again. I'm knackered. This variation of it, like, you know what I mean. Get me the league, get me the European Cup, get me the party, and then get me to bed. Yeah. That's where I'm at now, because it's been absolutely exhausting. Fucking came in like fucking Diaz 2 months into the season as well, by the way, boy. I rocked up in October. That's when we started getting good again. Okay. But no, it's mind blowing, and it's hard actually to comprehend. It's one of those things where you just can't quite wrap your head around it. Like, how are we here? Well, we're here because we have got a great manager and a great bunch of players, and like, history awaits. It absolutely does. Got one more super chat, I think. Time for one more. Niall B again. Let's get the page at leg kicks out. Let's go. And I'm going to leave you with this, which is on my laptop screen, and I don't know whether I've got it to the right size. But as a big X-Files fan, I want to believe, and that is me and the quad chase. And listen, it's unlikely that Manchester City drop points
but it was unlikely last weekend that they dropped points. It was unlikely that Liverpool would still take this to a last game of the season. Pressure can do mad shit to things, and I want to believe, you want to believe, we want to believe, we want the quad. Liverpool Football Club could write themselves into history. The Immortals, the never-before-done quadruple is still on. We are on the 17th of May right now. We've got one big Premier League weekend left. And before that, we've got one big fat party at Hotel Anfield on the Saturday night, which tickets have sold out for. Steve, I cannot wait for this.
Yeah, it's 21st. The night before the Wolves game. I actually, spoiler alert, I put a few more on sale the other day. If you want to get...
Are they not sold out? Jesus Christ.
There's a couple. I got on the phone to Hotel Anfield and they took a few chairs out and made some standing room. So there's a few left. Get involved, come along. It's going to be the party of the century, celebrating 2 cups, potentially, the night before Liverpool could be Premier League champions. Looking forward to a European Cup final as well. Yeah, get involved. But honestly, thank you so much everyone who's got involved with the chat today. It's been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, Ian Brennan has just said, "Ride me raw, Minamino," and that's how we're going to end tonight's show.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out that video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want even more Liverpool goodness in your lives, head on over to redmenplus.com now and sign up to Redmen Plus. We've got interviews, features, documentaries, as well as our vast array of weekly shows. So yeah, redmenplus.com, sign up to Redmen Plus now.